Farms, it's a 80-plus-year-old history, fully integrated turkey company. And what I mean by that is our company started out with a hatchery that would basically hatch turkey poults for the Thanksgiving market at the time, 80-plus years ago, and now has evolved into a multi-location facility located in a kind of that west central Ohio area, where it includes not only a hatchery but also a processing plant where that particular facility will harvest approximately 26,000 turkeys a day. Also includes then the facility that I work at in Vanward, Ohio, that takes a lot of that turkey breast meat and manufactures it into deli turkey products. We have a plethora of customers that we manufacture their private label for from coast to coast. I've cut my teeth here over 20 years in the product development realm, designing and developing the products that our customers want, need, and desire. When I started in the industry 20 years ago, a tom turkey would grow to somewhere around, 30, 35 pounds max. Now today, just through feed efficiencies and breeding, that turkey in that same amount of time is now 45 to 50 pounds. We had this particular pan or a mold that a lot of times we would take 2 individual turkey breasts with a marinade and put it in this mold, and it kind of gave us that off the turkey breast type look. And as the turkey breast got bigger, the pan just wasn't big enough to really hold it. If we could come up with a way to design a little bigger pan as our turkeys get bigger, and it's going to be a little bit bigger, but then it'll still have that same look and form and function that we want it to have.
Juggerbot 3D has some background in the reverse engineering and design for additive manufacturing. And so in this particular case, when a part comes to us and it's different, the customer had the idea to print the part, we gave them a new solution of printing the tooling so they can actually produce a part several times. They can use materials that they're used to using opposed to using what's available for 3D printing. And for a company who doesn't have any backup tooling or doesn't have any CAD data or engineering drawings, it was very difficult for them to innovate a new pan and start installing this into their system. We utilized Freshmade 3D to scan the part. They helped us model the part and convert it into a functional mold that we then could 3D print.
Freshmade 3D, we're a portfolio company here at the Youngstown Business Incubator. We specialize in digital manufacturing, so that includes the production of engineered particulate composites using a 3D printing process called binder jetting. In addition to that, we also provide engineering services such as 3D scanning, 3D modeling, and reverse engineering, which was important for this Cooper Farms project with Juggerbot 3D. So in order to 3D print an object, you really have to have that digital model in place first, and there are a number of ways to go about that. You can download a file off the internet, you can draw it yourself up in CAD, or you can take an existing part and you can actually 3D scan it, or take traditionally measuring tools and get that part in a digital format in the computer using a CAD software. And with our technology, we use what's called a FarrowArm, which is an industry-leading 3D laser scanner. And we use that for measurement, reverse engineering, and other applications in the 3D printing industry. With our 3D scanning technology, what we do is we take that scanner, we aim it at the part, and it shoots the light out at the part, and we collect those reflection data points. And we do that all over the part. We could take a number of passes, and once we're done with that, once the file is all transferred to the computer, we have it in a format that's called a mesh. In other words, it's a point cloud, which can be then used for 3D printing.
The Tradesman Series F332, interesting machine, perfect fit for this particular job. This machine offers a build volume of 3 feet from left to right, 3 feet from front to back, 2 feet from floor to ceiling. Now the part wasn't the entire build volume of this machine, but the part was larger than what you would see on a general desktop 3D printer. The part came in around 15 by 16 inches, roughly 6 inches tall. It came close to about 5 pounds of material. It's a significant amount of material that's going to be processed. And so our system allows for that. It accommodates for larger spools of material, medium to large scale printing, and handles a wide range of performance thermoplastics. The Tradesman Series F332 comes standard with industrial integrated controllers, closed loop servo motors, and gives you that extra level of reliability when you're printing long parts. So we decided to use more of a draft quality print to help with the print time and the cost of material and try to reduce it as much as we possibly can. We decided to go with a more larger bead width and layer height to help this process along. And so with that being said, it provides more of a draft quality, noticeable layer lines, and we thought it'd be best to actually go through a crucial post-processing procedure to be able to give a nice clean product so that the vacuum former would have the ability to produce parts with no defects, no layer lines, very smooth process. So we first sanded the part to get all those, knock all the high spots and get to all the low spots. We added an epoxy resin to create a nice smooth surface, and then we even primered the part for protection over long production runs.
Professors at Ohio State would talk about 3D printing for different things, and kind of always thought it was more related to almost maybe like auto manufacturing or things like that. Never thought that we could find a use for it really in, turkey processing. It was really quite advantageous with speed and time and cost to get that part in our hand, and we were able to get 25 pieces in our hand pretty quickly. So I see the advantage of using 3D printing, even what we do in the food industry, to help me as a product development guy potentially create new items, because our customers always look, hey, what's that new look you can do today?